Hi everyone, this is Mastermind with Master from Golden Eagle Taekwondo. And today I'm just wanting to share with all of you some beautiful story. I learned this from my elementary school. Most of Koreans, they learn through history lesson. This is really wonderful story, perfectly matching with what we are celebrating this weekend, which is Mother's Day. So I want to just share this story with you. And this goes like this. This is a true story. And it was like 400 or 500 years ago, in a mid-Joseon time in Korea. There was the person, his name was Han Seok-bong. In Korea, last name comes first. That's why they call Han Seok-bong, but his name in American way to pronounce is Seok-bong Han. He is considered one of the greatest master of calligraphy in Korea history. Behind his success, there was mother. And this is the story about. He was with single mom and very poor family. They didn't have enough to survive every day. When Seok-bong was young and when was just a little boy, his mother believed deeply his son one day have so great potential that he's gonna be very important person in nation in Korea. And so she decided to support him as much education she could at all cost. But the family was poor, and Seok-bong's mother was living by selling a rice cake in street or marketplace on the street. Rice cake, it looked like just rice cake that they make soup in Korea, and it comes this long. Then they dry out and then they have to cut. That's the process of how they cook. She tried to support him as much as she could, but oftentimes she couldn't even buy the paper. By then, real paper was very expensive, and that's not something that everybody was using it. So many times, Seok-bong, for his calligraphy practice, he had to use stone instead of real paper. One day, she realized it's time to focus on real calligraphy with expert. So she sent him to temple. He started learning real calligraphy, how to do, what to do, and all the process that was dedicated. One day he realized, I learned enough. It has been several years and I am now ready to go. So I don't need study anymore because I'm pretty good at it now. And this is probably good enough to find some good job and I can just take care of my mom. That was his logic, and he came home. When he returned home, his mother, instead of greeting with warmly, she just asked strictly, "Why did you return without finishing your study?" And he said, kind of arrogant voice, he said, "I'm already finished. I master everything that I'm supposed to learn from that temple." He had confidence and nothing more to learn. So I came home. And her mother said quietly, and she challenged him, "Is that so? Then let's have contest between you and me. See if what you're saying is true." And Seok-bong was kind of surprised. "What kind of contest are you talking about?" And she said, "Why you have dedicated your study and I dedicated my job, which is this rice cake that I'm selling on the street. And I've been doing my best to support you for you to go and learn everything that you're supposed to learn. So we are going to challenge that." And she said, "Okay, we are going to bet each other. If you win, you can stay home, as you said, because you have mastered everything. If you lose though, you have to immediately return back to temple." And he agreed, And he grabbed his brush and paper, and she prepared her cutting plate board and her knife and one of her uh, rice cake pulled out. She said, "Wait a minute, we are not going to start yet. One thing that we need to do, this is the condition. We are going to turn off the light." By then they've been using candles. So she just blew that candle off the table. Everything became dark. And she said, "Now we're going to initiate you with your calligraphy and me with cutting my rice cake." They started doing it. Without light, darkness, obviously he couldn't do his calligraphy correctly. When she finished, she asked, are you done?" And he said, "Yes, ma'am." And she turned on the light back. And when she saw, and his calligraphy was messy. And it was just no direction. It's all messy, and the paper was ink all over, and he realized what happened there. But on the other hand, her rice cake cutting was everything so perfect. Not even one was different than others. It's perfectly lined up, perfectly cut, in same size that she always has been. Seokbong's mom said to him, "If you truly master your art, you'd be able to do it perfectly. Even in this darkness, clearly you still have much to learn." Seokbong felt humble. He understood her message with tears came in his eyes. And he said, "Mother, it is already very late. Let me stay tonight and I will depart tomorrow back to temple." She said, "No." She said, gently but firmly, "You must leave immediately right now." Her son, Seokbong, obediently, he returned to temple that very night. He never again neglected his studies. Inspired by his mom and her mom's wisdom, he eventually became one of the Korea's greatest calligrapher and famous even beyond the Joseon Kingdom. This is what mothers do. I just want to emphasize that true wisdom is different than knowledge. Knowledge, you can get it, everybody can get it. And now some knowledge, you require a lot of things, and you have to go. Some people graduate from very famous, very difficult and challenging college, become master degree, become doctor degree. That's all knowledge. But true wisdom is different than knowledge. And I shared last bell testing with our students about the differences. Despite the mother of Seokbong, she didn't study. She didn't know how to read calligraphy that her son was writing. But despite her limited education, she possessed great wisdom. She knew exactly how to motivate his talent, yet overly confident that had hope. Always mother's prayer. That happened to me. My mom always prayed for me for years and decades. And she been doing that. Many times I would go to restroom and I see in living room some corner, my mom was sitting in darkness. She's praying. And I can hear what she's praying. She's praying for me. 3 o'clock in the morning. Not even one day. Years and after years, I have seen my mom praying for me. That's how our moms, who they are. That's what we call unconditional love, agape love. They love us no matter what. I just want to emphasize one thing, that agape love, many times we don't even appreciate enough. That agape love that we are talking about, only one person in a few people, it might be, but only family, only your mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, yes, your siblings. But that true agape love, only we experience through our mother, our father, our family. Your best friend, sometimes something really good thing happened to you, they might celebrate together inside of their heart. Nobody knows. They might be jealous. They might start thinking, this is my best friend, but what about me? Why is not happening to me this kind of lucky things that he's experiencing? People are all conditional. Everything is conditions, and everything is, if it's something good to me, they are happy. If it's nothing to do with me, they might celebrate, but truly, are they happy for you? That's questionable. I'm not saying everybody's like that. I know some good friends are real unconditional love can practice. Few people can do that. One of them is your mom. I just want to make sure that this story of 450 years ago happened in Korea still is something to learn from this story. And she knew exactly how, I don't think she didn't miss his son. I'm sure she was almost feel like, stay, please. Just go tomorrow and stay home tonight, and I can cook for you. I can do everything that you want. That's what her heart was. But she knew exactly how to discipline his son, knowing that that's what he needs to be able to be successful in the future. Many times I see our parents sitting back there years after years. Sometimes after one of my students finished, finally 3-4 years has been gone attending Taekwondo school. Day after day, and cold day, sunny day, and hot day, and all those days. And then younger brother or sisters be able to do Taekwondo training, and they come and they have to start all over again. Another cycle of 3-4 years. I have some parents who have been here for over 8 years, and it became like family. But when I see them, I see their hearts, because they experience something very positive in changing their life and through Taekwondo practice. And I see them value, recognition, and discipline that they want to give to their children. This weekend, we have black belt testing. Years of practice, training, sweat, tiredness, but overcoming, injury sometimes perhaps. All those things that we go through to become who we want to become. Maybe there is some chance that not all that credit is on me. Maybe there's some chance, successful result behind all this black belt celebration. There was mom, there was your dad, there was family support, somebody who was paying your tuition, somebody who encouraged you when you don't feel like training that day, and somebody was there for you, somebody drove to you all the time, every day of their life. So I want you to just remember through this story, old story, but it's wonderful to, as a reminder for us to recognize our mother, our father, support that we are receiving. Remember, our success, we owe some to our parents. And this is what you're gonna do. This weekend, celebrating Mother's Day, treat her as queen, like many times I say. Open the door for her. Cook the breakfast. And give her a surprise letter. All those things that you're gonna do, Nothing more than that they are expecting from you. That's gonna make her day wonderful. Happy Mother's Day, and I appreciate everything that you do, mothers, all mothers out there. And we love you, and we celebrate for your Mother's Day together today. See you next time.